I don't know if it's bright enough. It's not enough sun coming through. What's up, YouTube? Oh, sorry. I gotta wear my sponsor hat. What's up, YouTube? It's your favorite pseudo-Italian wannabe gangster tough guy from Brooklyn, Kenny Glick, also known as the Warlock. Soon I will never use my real name ever again. I just want to pat myself on the back. Oh. My arms are so huge I can't get around. Oh, I wish I could get around my back. But imminent crash. I was just looking for 1,200 points. Thank you very much. So now I'm retired. That was it. What if I told you I'm never putting a trade on ever again? Because I'm going to walk away like Barry Sanders. My money's out of the market. I have now made a nice call. Let's say I put $1 million to work and I turned it into $80 million. Let's just throw those numbers out there. Those are fake numbers, but it's all fake, people. Economic data is fake. People who post their winning trades on the internet are fake. Everybody is bullshitting. I'm bullshitting too. But what can I provide for you out there, ladies and gentlemen? I could provide you valid information on a daily basis. You could take that information and only you and you alone will know if that information worked or not. And speaking of work, you know who was in the work trade before Josh Brown? Do you know why Josh Brown made that call on CNBC? Because he heard Kenny Glick, the Warlock, talking about how work, as well as some of the weed stocks, were bottoming out. And we were looking for some reason, some inkling. Give me a reason. And the reason was today, 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal on the work, as well as the entire market. The diamonds, they got to the two. Our call was for 257.20. We got to 257.38. We started to bounce. I figured that was good enough. I got stopped out of the last one. I let that one breathe for 2 points if you follow me on the Twitter or the stock twits. So here we are. All these years later, 2007, 12 years ago, making stupid videos on YouTube, and here we are. Fresh, new, exciting. I'm under contract on that building. I'm taking all my money out of the market. I am just ready and willing to help if you want to be helped. If you want me to post fake trades on the internet, with big green letters and red letters and all this other bullshit that these other guys do, if I get an intern to do it, I'll do it. I still think the only way you're going to appreciate what goes on in this market and what goes on and what I do is to show up just, even if it's an hour. Give me 9:15, give me 9:45 to 10:45. Don't even show up for the open. Give me an hour. Because let me tell you, if you just want stock picks, it's $1 million. I'm not selling picks. I'm not going to make it that easy for you guys. Just give us the picks. No, you better learn how to do it yourself. Because I don't want to have a Jimmy on my hands ever again. I don't want to have to deal with Jimmy. You gave me 175 good trades, but the one that I took sucked. You stink. And then Jimmy's on my ass for the next 2.5 years. Meanwhile, Jimmy, if you just would have shorted the goddamn diamonds like I told you to, there's your money. Or if you would have bought the work today, or the other 1,600 reversals that worked today, even the disgusting and lowly DGAS that me and my buddy just conquered. How about that DGAS from 1335 today to 1450? Look, again, I want you to know perfectly clear that every day I'm going to wake up now. I have nothing on. I have nothing. Not a trade to be had. My day trading account, wiped out. Took the money out of my other account, gone to zero. I'm looking for buildings. I'm looking for passive income. But while I'm doing that, nobody's going to teach you more about the stock market than this guy. Nobody. Day trading, of course, is my specialty. Owning stocks has not been. I have been on a awful run. After 3 days, I have no idea. And you know what the thing is? Neither do you. Neither do you. You got no idea.
What about this thing? What about?
Do I want to own work because we're in from 23 and a quarter? Hell no. Went to $25. Out. I don't care what they do. I don't care about their future prospects. I just want to be in and out. I want a Roku trade from 2 weeks ago. I want a ULTA trade from the beginning of this week. And I want a day like this. Give me one day like this a month, and you'll be able to make a living. And again, I think the word I look for is extrapolate, right? So if you're doing $200, all right, hear me out. $200 between 9:45 and 10:45. So that hour, you made $200. You haven't left your house. You are your own boss. If you break that and you stretch that or extrapolate that over a hourly basis, monthly basis, weekly basis, who knows what kind of a trader you can be. I'm the kind of guy who wants to just not work, right? I've made it almost to 50 years old now. I've had bosses and I didn't like them. I was persecuted as a Jew at one firm. They used to make fun of me. I was the only Jew there, which is crazy for Wall Street. I wanted to have hair on my face. The guy says, "What are you doing with hair on your face?" I had less than this. He flicks a credit card against my face. He tells me to go home. I said, "What if I wanted to embrace my Judaism and grow a beard?" He's like, "Well, we'd fire you." That's what he said, and he was serious. I've had to deal with all kinds of nonsense. So now 25 years later, here I am, fresh as a freaking daisy. I think I got to quit that vaping shit. I mean, it's killing. I think it's got to be killing us. So I think I'll go back to the dry herb. Not going to drink so much. I'm going to be healthier and ready to rock. These next 3 to 5 years of my life are going to be ridiculously awesome. I'm going to help you guys. We're going to build this algo. And then soon, instead of me talking to you and talking on the microphone, we're just going to just have the algo running, spitting out the VWAP reversal indicator. We'll quickly review it and we'll get involved. And then we'll eventually have it auto traded and we won't have to do any of this. We'll just hang out, talk about fishing and guns and weed. So when you come to the room and you say, "I thought this was supposed to be about stocks," it is. But we're already done making money. So now we're talking about fishing, guns, and weed. If that's all right with you. If that's all right with you. Now, guys, if you watch me live in San Diego, I'll have to admit I'm not going to watch it. My heart was beating out of my chest. I had 15 minutes to compress 30 years of knowledge. I tried to bang it out. My hero was in the audience, Brian Shannon, so I was kind of intimidated. I was like, oh my God, I hope I'm saying some shit right. I don't know if I did a good job. Some people said I rushed through it. I know I definitely did. But then when it came to the comedy part, I was doing my routine outside, rehearsing to a couple of guys and trying out some new stuff. Next thing you know, I'm being called in to get on stage to do the stand-up. And bro, I don't think it went well. I went from being in front of 2 people to a crowd of 80, and I didn't know what to do first. I had a whole road rage thing planned, which I'm going to do for you guys. Not today, but I'm going to get into it. I had a whole road rage thing with segues and spin-off jokes from the road rage bit, and I never even got to the road rage bit. Like, I was doing stuff that I thought would shock people. I wanted to see people's face. I started doing the midget transvestite stuff. Oh, my God. But it went by in a heartbeat. We all had an amazing time. We'll be back next year. StockTwits, they're launching their new app. That's what I want to talk to you guys about. I am one of the guinea pigs of the new app. It's basically Instagram meets trading, and that's all I can say about it right now. So I'm going to be a guinea pig. So if you're thinking about joining Robinhood, don't. Short Trader, do not go to Short Trader. All of these companies with their free trading stuff, wait till I discover more about Trade App. Right now, there's a waiting list of 50,000 people just to try it. I'm an influencer. I am. So I get my app. So Trade App. Let me see if I can show it to you on this thing here. But if you want to get on the waiting list, you go to Trade, TRAD, Trade, APP, 2 words, and then put in StockTwits. stock twits. And I got a funny story to tell you about how tragic my trading life can be really. While I was trading today, the power went off. And generally, I don't know if you guys have had this experience here, where here's the trade app. So, trade app. So get on the waiting list, and if you're friends with me, I could probably expedite your beta trial. So let me know if you guys want to try it out. It's trade app. Download it, fill out your paperwork, and I could probably get you through the 50,000 people a little bit quicker. But yeah, so that's that. What a great market, right? Fantastic trading market. You guys having fun? Hopefully you're all having a great old time, a gay old time, as they would say in the cartoon world. But I'll tell you something. This is the kind of market that shows you don't need to own stocks. You play a couple of reversals. And the crazy thing is the DGAS today. I mean, that was something that never works. That trade never works. That stock stinks except when it goes green. And it was a pretty good trade. So who's out there? Come on, I'm like raring to go right now. Okay, I've got nothing on. I'm risk off right now, and I'm just looking for opportunities. And if my, again, like I was saying, if my building closes within the next 6 months, I'm gonna be sitting pretty. So, all things considered, if I didn't have 2 kids that I had to put through college, I'd probably throw the biggest freaking 50th birthday party you'd ever see. You'd all be invited. Well, who knows what's going to happen in the next 2 years, right? But bottom line is, I'm free, and it's a wonderful feeling. I own Bitcoin. I'm still in from 8,500 from two years ago, right? I bought it on the way up during Thanksgiving. I still got the Ripple, and I got Tron, which I'm still up money on Tron because I was the first guy into Tron. I'm in Tron at 0.07, so even at 2 cents, I'm still up over 100%. I haven't checked in a while, but I also have Ripple at 75 cents, so that's a loser. But I don't even look at that stuff. I opened an account. Put $3,000 in there. I think it's worth $3,000. So it was up huge at one point, and now it's come right back down. I mean, obviously, I don't even watch it. But here's what I want to talk about today also. We know the reversals work. We know what the VWAP brings. We know the multi-day VWAP's been fantastic, right? But then it comes down to the original reversal trade, a stock like Bed Bath & Beyond. They got issues. The stock was gapping down, right? But at the same time, gap down sometimes trigger short squeezes, right? So for us, we were already looking at this thing in the the reason we like earnings reversals, the reason we like trading around earnings reports is that this is when you get more volume, so you'll get a decent 1-minute VWAP to form pre-market. So even then, we didn't buy it until $9.60 at around 9:14 this morning. And that's when it broke the triple top that it formed. It was already over the 1 minute. So then 960, we're using that 950 as our stop, and that 940, which was the 1 minute VWAP at the time. So for a $9 stock risking 20 cents, a little bit big, but our target was the first multi-day. So it was basically 10:05. So again, if you could get in at something at 960, 1,000 shares. With 1,000 shares, you're risking, 10 cents on the 500, first 500, 10 cents on the next, 20 cents on the next 500. So a matter of what, $150 total. And if the trade works, you're looking for it to go up, 40 cents. So not too bad. That was the trade. But the bottom line is the reversal trade, right? Let's say you didn't have a chart and you just bought Bed Bath & Beyond when it reversed. So what does that mean? When it goes from green to red. Most of the time, if a stock that's gapped down goes green, you will have some follow through. You'll get the encouraged longs, you'll get the shorts to cover, and then you get the algos that trigger on that move. So even if you didn't get in at 960 pre-market, or even near that first range break, If you bought this thing at 10.02 when it went green, the stock went up about 60 cents. And these are worth the wait. That's why earnings season is coming right down. It's here in a couple of weeks. The market's in flux, which is great. A lot of these stocks are going to be put up or shut up. A lot of them that have gotten crushed, if they can come out with something decent to not crush the stock more, you'll probably get you'll get a relief rally. If they don't say anything to keep them from rolling over, a lot of these stocks are going to roll over and die. So there's going to be a lot of action going into the end of the year. Plus, the market finally had its sell-off. We got our little capitulation today. And now I couldn't tell you what the hell is going to happen next with a gun to my head. I have no idea. But today was the move I was looking for. And today the move concluded. Now I'm feeling slightly more bullish. But obviously, I'm never going to own stocks ever again for more than 2 or 3 days. Again, who needs to? So, on that same trend, same thought process, these stocks that got beat up on earnings like a Stitch Fix, that came back today again. Bed Bath & Beyond still hanging in there. The sector of choice that came back yesterday was the weed sector. Finally caught a bid and just stopped going down for the first time in what seems like 3 months. So once you see stocks trying to put in the bottom, that's when you look for those particular stocks to reverse the next day to confirm the bottom that they put in. And that's where we are. Not much more to say about this, about the market. It is exactly where it should be. We got our bounce, the weed stocks are all following through. We're almost at the end of the day. And then tomorrow is going to be another day. I think if we gap up and we roll over, we will go test those lows that we came from today. If we gap down and rally, today's lows might be the lows for quite some time. Maybe I'm not going to go crazy here, but today's lows might be it. We got the sell-off, right? The bull market that never ends, right? Whether or not you consider this still a bull market, considering we've gone nowhere for 2 years pretty much, we haven't broke down. So generational lows, yeah. So I don't want to be crazy, but today's low was so significant, so massive, and we got the reversal off that pivot point. So this is the day that I imagined how it would go down. We got to the point, no more sellers, catch a bid, reverse. So right now the market for me is in limbo. We'll know more tomorrow depending on the gap, but none of that's going to matter, kids. What's awesome is that we're going to go into earnings season, all right? And then it's every man for himself. And that's another point I want to bring up about the Bed Bath & Beyond. We had one. There was one stock to choose from today. One. Just one. Just one stock came out with earnings. Just one. And that one that you had to choose from, you got a 1-minute multi-day VWAP earnings reversal. So imagine when you have 30 to choose from, or 50, or 70. That's why you need me. I'll be sitting here manning the ship, calling them out to you guys. Try to find every price range with your targets, with your entries, with your exits, what you should look for, risk reward. I'll just bang them out. So right now we're actually, hate to tell you, just auto traded. I'm in overstock now. I probably don't even want to be in this trade. OSTK. Now, this one, let's see. My track record on the live broadcast has been flawless. It just pulled back to the multi-day. We're in at $10.26. We're up 4 cents already right now. But now that it held that multi-day on the pullback, now our stop is the candle below it. So basically, in at 26, I'm risking a whopping 2 cents. Now, I know it's impossible to trade this stock with a 2-cent stop, but right, that's my risk. Right now, it pulled back to the multi-day and held it. I'm using the double candles prior to the multi-day. Again, you're not looking at my charts, but I invite you to come into the trade. By the way, we're refreshing the room. For you guys that haven't stopped in ever, now's your chance. I will still bless you with a month. Just don't take advantage of my kindness or my generosity. Rates are going up in January, and they're going way high in March, probably April. Because the way I look at it is that you're now going to not only get the comedy stylings, financial guru wizardry, and warlocky goodness of me, but we're eventually going to have the algo running in the corner there. So you don't even need to hear me talk. You're just going to get a little box of flashing numbers and stocks of what to buy. That's going to be worth your price of admission. I'm just going to be a gorgeous face to look at, stimulating Adonis that I am. So, weed stocks, man. Weed. So tomorrow's going to be a big day for the weed stocks, because if yesterday was a true bottom, which today is confirming, tomorrow's move should be a little shake and bake action in the beginning of the day. They will try to shake us out of our beliefs. That's where you get those jiggles in the beginning of the day. And then if it all comes together, and the Tilray, again, you want to watch Tilray. These are the ones I like. Tilray. Oh, hold on a second. TLRY. Cron under that 9, held twice now. MJ, if you can't pick one, that is basically all of them. VFF looking pretty good there when it got under 9 as well. And there was one more, CGC. So those are the main ones that I look at, and they all did the same thing because they're all the same stock. You got to realize that, right? Why all the IPOs up today? Because it's the same stock. None of these stocks have individual merit to me. I don't give a shit between Pinterest and Work. I don't give a shit between Crowd and Chewy. They're generally running on a program. So if one IPO gets strong, that begets the next program, and that trips the next wire and the circuit breaker and the next thing and the next and the next and the next, and it leads into the next thing. And the only reason I'm trading Overstock is that this thing got completely annihilated. And just like the weed stocks, it put the bottom in yesterday. But here, this one's different because this one's not following through right now. So again, my risk tolerance is pretty much 0 on this trade. I really think this is going to 0. And again, I'm playing what I'm hoping to be a small bounce into the close. Doesn't look like it's going to happen here, but no intentions of owning it. If I get out and I lose $40, not $40, no, that would imply I have 1,000 shares. $4. I'm just in it for a goof. But that was our last trade. Just figured I'd tell you. I mean, you're about to get stopped out anyway, flat. But the market right now, giving back some of that juice that it had. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me make sure I have no orders on. I was looking to possibly go short again the diamonds, but I think I'm going to wait till tomorrow. Just make sure. Okay, we're good. We're good. So, yeah, if you haven't enjoyed, my companionship in the past, it's the amusement park of trading. Pay one price, and you get to ride all the rides. I think I told you all the stories about the blown up contest. So the contest, I got blown up in the first day, not me. San Diego trip was fantastic. So again, yeah, you want to pick somebody's brain. Brian Shannon, who is the lord and master of VWAP, he invented the multiple, as far as I'm concerned, he invented it. And his knowledge was bestowed upon the emperor of VWAP, which is Zach Hurwitz. Zach Hurwitz then gave it to the Sith Lord, which is myself. I am just the Sith Lord of VWAP. We are going to have the Lord and Master, Brian Shannon, on the show probably next week or the week after that. And he's got something where you can anchor the VWAP to whatever pivot point that you believe in. So you create your own time frame on the fly, which was pretty crazy. I mean, again, if you're a geek, if you're a VWAP geek like me, for me, Zach broke it down even more simple terms, where what I use is the 1 minute standard and the aggregate data from whatever time frame that I choose. I just find that your 1 minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days is enough for day trading. And then if you start looking beyond that, the 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 9 month, 1 year had been good enough. Obviously, you could break it down into every time frame you want, but I found that niche that works for me, and that's why the anchored VWAP is interesting, because you could go and find and create your own time frames. So again, he'll talk more about that next week. I'll let you know what day he's coming in, because if you want to hear somebody talk about VWAP that knows, Brian Shannon. And again, I'll have Zach on eventually too, but he's a busy guy. And then I'm going to try to have guests on. I was telling you that before. I'm going to have the guys from StockTwits on. They're going to talk about Trade App, because that's going to be fantastic. And that's about it. I mean, I wanted to talk a little bit about these commissions going to zero. So really, with everything at zero, all right, you should not be paying too much to trade. Okay, you got to be on a platform now. It's all about comfort. I'm paying per share. Okay, which now I'm thinking, if everything's free, I don't trade frequently enough to have to pay. I might as well go, through Schwab, and I hate Schwab or E-Trade. Why should I even pay, $1 for a trade if it's going to be free? So we'll see. I mean, I like my direct access. I like having my level 2s and becoming the market maker and joining the ECNs, so I could offer out and do the rebates. That's what I'm really familiar with. Thinkorswim, yes, Thinkorswim, exactly. I've never actually placed a trade on Thinkorswim. I love their charts, but I've never actually placed a trade. I still use Lightspeed. I have a Schwab account, which I'm probably going to start doing more trading on there. But usually my Schwab and my E-Trades, which were Options House and Options Express, were just for options. So they've lowered the rate, where it used to be a flat rate. So they would charge you $8.99 then per contract. So if it's 50 cents per contract, it's not like if you buy 2 contracts, they charge you $1. But now they do. So now there's no entry fee, if you will. There's no $8.99 then 50 cents per contract. So now even those rates have gone down. So this business, they're just cannibalizing themselves. It's just the competition is so fierce that it benefits us. Finally, we're getting something where it's benefiting us. So if you're upset about hopefully you don't own any of those Ameritrade or E-Trade stocks that got tanked, but good. Also, if you don't think they've been front running your orders this whole time to afford not charging you commission, come on. I'm still waiting for my order to get done from Schwab from 10 years ago? When was the day when they outlawed shorting? Hey, man. Are you sticking around? Because I'm in hardcore sales mode today. Because the way I look at it is, once we get this stuff automated, it's, I'm the only person that I would pay for, and I don't pay for shit. Okay. Like, I'm the most skeptical person. That's how this whole thing was born. Here you go. Overstock 1030 on the bid. Come on. Would you move? To see Overstock not moving is really creepy. This thing's usually ripping all over the place. Anyway, it looks like I've made a bad choice going into the end of the day here. I was in the weed stocks, and those are continuing to trend, and now I got Overstock. But it's not down, it's not up, it's flat, whatever. Anyway, so really, I'm done trolling. It was fun. I can't sit there and dedicate any more brain power to listen to somebody else waiting for them to make a call. If they want to talk about credit call spreads 9 months down the road, and you think that's trading, that's gambling. It's gambling. If you're doing anything that requires you to be in a position for 9 months, that's pretty much 2, possibly 3 earnings reports you're going to sit through. And you know exactly what's going to happen. I couldn't tell you an earnings report. I mean, it's insane to think that you could tell what's going to happen. The only reason I'm loving the weed stocks today is because what happened tomorrow. And tomorrow I will tell you if I still like the weed stocks. Right now, rallying into the close, I feel kind of foolish that I'm not in anything, especially because I got to buy Cron under $9 after, getting out at 22.50, which was awesome. I've been waiting for a reason to buy that stock. But yeah, I just want to stay right. I love this is my new look, right? I love it. But I'm gonna have to make it a thing, especially if I start really working out. I'm gonna be jacked. I only weigh 175 pounds. I'm coming in at 5'10", 175. You might think he's a Guido or a Jew from Brooklyn. Either way, he's a fake tough guy, the Warlock. If I actually started working out, I would be jacked because I'm like 100. I'm 175. I've been 175 pounds. Got to be for a decade because I don't eat. I'm sitting here talking to people. Frustration, and that's where the stomach. Frustration and disappointment keeps you thin. Oh, am I? Am I in the fitness section now? I should start doing. I'll show you my upper ab workout that I do. You just lean against the steps and you do, outward push-ups. I love freaking YouTube. I mean, there is a video for everything. Stocks. But yeah, I haven't watched, going back to the whole stock twitch thing, I'm not going to watch. You guys know I don't watch. The only video I watch is the one where I was screaming about Bernanke after Kramer was. I've got maybe 5 videos out of the 7,000 that I still think are like worth watching. I'm not watching what I did in stock twitch. I know I rushed through it. I was spitting over my own words. I don't want to watch it. Somebody says I was funny. One guy came up to me. He's like, "That was hilarious what you said about my wife." And my response was, "What did I say?" Because my nerves, the alcohol, a couple of puffed a little bit. And then my wife warning me about, you better be careful of what you say because you don't know who in the audience that you might offend or not offend. Because I don't really care. If you're offended, that's kind of my job. If now you think of me and that ruins a business relationship, then it's come back to haunt me. So I tried to keep it toned down a little bit, but I think I'm pretty sure I did the bit about if I was recruiting terrorists, I would only recruit Arab, midget, transgender retards. Because then you couldn't make fun of these people, right? We'd have to feel bad or sympathetic or proud, even though they're there to kill us. We couldn't do anything about it because, oh, look at him. He's a transgender midget. Look at him. And people would just look at me like this. I'm pretty sure I did that bit because, I was had a couple of drinks in me at that point. But, and it makes sense. I mean, if you think about it. If you think about it, right? So you terrorists out there, I'm telling you, go find yourself some transgender midgets because we wouldn't be able to persecute you. We'd even if you killed 10,000 people, we'd be like, oh, so proud of them. Look at the midget go. All right, this trade sucks. What time is it? 3:29? All right, we'll tuck you into the close, I guess. All right. Every choice I made in the last half an hour has been wrong. These guys still got the Bed Bath & Beyond. Not bad. Some of the guys got the MJ. I'm sitting here with overstock like a squid. But speaking of working out and drugs, remember when I was really skinny, I would take those protein powers and stuff. Has anybody ever done that Rip Fuel and all that stuff? All those powdered drinks when you go into GNC? What is that crap? Like, do they still have the one that, what was the one that was outlawed? I want to try that. What is it? Creatine? Whatever Mark McGuire was doing. Try some of that. Put that in my hot cocoa. But I don't know, man. So tonight, by the way, I did get my Billie Eilish tickets, and I am probably going to go see Post Malone. So speaking of vaping, so let me ask you something. Let's have a serious question as a father. You know, I'm a party guy. We all know that, right? So here I am, right? I'm going to go to the Billie Eilish concert. Let's talk Post Malone. Post Malone took a couple of puffs, listened to all of his stuff. It's not as bad as I thought, and obviously enhanced by a couple of puffs. Really, basically, why was weed invented? To listen to music. So much better. So now I'm going to go to this concert with my daughter. Now I understand if it's just me and her, it's a different story. If I'm responsible for somebody else's child, it's a whole different story. And I think we had this discussion before. I know there's only 24 of you watching, but I am curious to hear your opinion. I really mean this. Am I a bad father, person, if I was to take, and again, I know my limits. It's not like I'm drinking 6 cocktails and smoking 2 blunts and I'm going to drive these kids home. I'm going to take 2 puffs, maybe have a beer. So the show starts at 8. A couple of puffs and a beer. 2 hours later. Am I irresponsible? Because I'm really fighting with my wife. She doesn't even, the idea that I'm entertaining the thought of doing anything. I'm a terrible person. I'm a bad parent, and I shouldn't be trusted. So I take the other side of that trade. I think I can handle it. So what do you think? Should I just leave it alone? Is my wife right? Am I a bad person? Little 2 puffs, and we're out. Because I'm going to get divorced over it. I'm like, I'm the dad that's making this journey. I'm taking their kids. Happy wife, happy life. Yeah. I'm taking their kids. I'm doing all the work. I bought the tickets. I'm sitting there frantic. I'm joining the Billie Eilish fan club to get the pre-sale. I'm driving. I'm taking everybody. I think I have the right. I think I've earned the right. So anyway, here, check this out. I know you've seen these before, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. Puff, autumn. It's not a button. You know, these with the cartridges, you got to hit the button. Sometimes these batteries die. So basically, it's the oil cartridge built into the battery pack, and I guess it's supposed to last as long as there's something in there. I finally found the tropical train wreck, and boy, oh boy, I love it. I found the Skittles. Zip, zip. And that is a point too. Why did I tell her, right? I could have just not said a word, right? I could also hire a driver. You know what? It's some big night out. I guess I could. I didn't even think of that. We could just Uber there, right? From my house to this place, It's gonna be at least $120 both. So I'm paying $250 for the night. I might as well rent a limo. But yeah, I already threw it out there for the wife. So that genie's out of the bottle. So now it's a question. Now I'm gonna have to, I'd have to lie right to her face if I come home, and well, she'll know by my face because she could see that a mile away because I get all stupid looking. Like some people could hide that stuff. I cannot. When I've been drinking and smoking, there's no denying it. I look retarded. My eyes get all red and glassy. They kind of recess a little bit. I don't drive without a few puffs. Yeah. If you're from Brooklyn, yeah, you need it. That's crazy. I say the same thing. I was like, if you ever feel uncomfortable in the Uber, because my kid took an Uber for the first time last month. I was like, if you're ever in the Uber and you feel uncomfortable, stab for the neck. I'd rather see you both die in a fiery crash than you be kidnapped and not know what happened to you. What? Go for the neck. Get the shoelace. Yeah. Oh man. I know everyone's a serial killer in the making. All right. Well, this trade went absolutely nowhere. I guess we got 23 more minutes, but I picked a real shitty one here to go into the close. I mean, legitimately has not moved. It's been in a 5-cent range the whole time. Whatever. Last trade of the day, it doesn't matter at all. But I'm out of the imminent crash camp because we got it. No, yeah. End of the day, I got 100 shares overstock on. Just I was thinking maybe they would make a move and I could make $25 into the close. I figured you close this thing at 10.5. Still sitting at the same price I bought it. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll do some options. I'll go live at the beginning of the day. I'm going to try to get that schedule going, like I said. And let's make these next 4 to 6 months insane. The guy that was telling me he's in the room, hopefully you're sticking around. Sean, give me a call. Well, let's talk tonight. Signed up 2 new guys. And like I said, I'm ready to rock. I mean, I am completely liquid right now. Just got lots of energy. And just looking for the next big idea. We're going right into earnings season. And I'm repeating myself. I don't want to be too redundant, but this is the most important day of the year today because we got the sell-off, we held support, and we bounced off support, and we got 22 minutes. We're probably going to close green. So this is a big, big pivot point day. Today's low is going to be significant. A lot of stocks, what they did today is going to be significant going forward. And then we're going into earnings season. And obviously every tweet and China, and we're going to have to, be on your toes. But the one thing that is bearish about today, even though we've managed to rally back, is that if we care this much about manufacturing data, if we really care this much about earnings, if we care this much about economic data, that's usually bearish because bull markets don't give a shit about anything. We're going up because the market's going up. That's why we're going up. So I'll be looking for a DGAS follow through. This is the first day DGAS has gone green and really rallied. So that's a big day. This is a huge day for DGAS and UGAS. UGAS went green. DGAS crazy if you could short that stock. See, I don't know if I've ever tried to short DGAS, but what a monster today. Yeah, that's not shortable. That would have been good. And the one stock that I was thinking about buying back, still nobody wants it. Funko. Speaking of Funko, Before there was Funko, there was Funko. I'm such a nerd. I'm gonna meet Shatner maybe on Sunday if I have time. They're showing Wrath of Khan, and then he's gonna do Q&A at the end of the movie, the next town over. But also Comic-Con in New York is going on, so I'm torn. But I'm going to see Shatner for the first time. He's one of the only famous people on Earth I have not met. One of my famous people that I love. So I'm going to get him to sign right here, right above there. And then I got some other stuff for him to sign, and I can't wait. Squeezy into the close. Is my overstock going to move or not? Still at $10.30. What a crap. What a piece of shite that I picked here. What do we got? 19 minutes? I got nothing going on. But earnings season into, fourth quarter, this is our time to shine. All right? So if anybody wanted to hang with me, if you've been in there for a month, it's time to pay up. If you haven't taken that month, this is the month to take your trial, because you're going to get the best of everything. You're going to get the earnings reversals, and you're going to see, this is where I trade more options, and this is when I get a little bit more active. So again, completely liquid and ready. Ready. Uh-oh. Overstock. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. I swear, Overstock has not sat around in the 10-cent range like this in a long, long time. Come on. If you could just break this 10, it's wow. This thing's just a turd. It's nothing. I can't believe how bad Funko is. I can, but I can't. But it's all right because we don't own it. Let it go to $18 or what was that? $17 we were looking at. Anyway, I bought Overstock. I don't know if you guys are still in Bed Bath & Beyond, but that's much better. The weed stock's running into the close. So if you guys are watching me on Twitter, on YouTube, yeah, I just was thinking Overstock, maybe they would squeeze it into the close for a quick quarter. Thing has not budged. But I like Bed Bath & Beyond again tomorrow. We'll see if they gap it down. Maybe we get that same trade again tomorrow. Loving the weed stocks. I like how that work bounced. A lot of the IPOs hit some significant levels. And so forth and so on. So yeah, what's the next big event? This guy wrote, Picard will kick Kirk's ass. You know how excited I was when that movie came out, where they were in the same movie? What was that, when they were in The Matrix? No, not The Matrix. With Roddy McDowell, right? Or which one was that? Generations, right? What was it called? The vortex that they went into, where you could just go back and forth in time at any time you want? I want to live in there. It wasn't The Matrix, or it wasn't the vortex. It was like that spindle of time that he wanted to get back into. You're holding out Bed Bath & Beyond? That's almost as good. That's almost good enough to hold overnight. Nice recovery, late day recovery. 1 minute multi-day VWAP collision. I think that's the one you were talking about, right? 10:09. Who, me? Who, me? Yes, you. Here. I don't think there's anybody else here. Who, me? What's up, homie? What?
I'm mac and cheese for dinner.
Sure, man. You're going to make me dinner? Cool.
Sure. I'll make
Nice. Make it now.
What?
Make something now. I'm hungry.
Okay.
Ooh, you want to see something crazy going into the close? What the hell is APRE? Wow. What the heck is this? That's some $15 stock that just reversed here at the end. Oh, it's an IPO. I don't know. Is it an IPO? APRE. Breaks 1950. Maybe it goes right to 20 today. What is this? Some reverse stock split craziness? What? Who? Oh, hey, look at her. You're on live.
How you doing?
$1950s of trading. What's APRE? Breaks 1950. Maybe it goes right to 1975. Let's put an offer out. Let me see. Let's put it at 1974. Or they'll drop the bid 75 cents. You see what they just did that? Look at that bid. Ah. That must be an IPO, right? What is this? 1945 just traded. Live news. Oh, it's an IPO, yeah. Remember Tiger? It's one of my best trades of, was that this year? I don't even remember if that was this year. How long ago was that? That was one of my best trades. I was in from what? It was like the 1250 to 20, right? We started at 750. We couldn't believe it went to 10. And then we started getting serious at 1250. Yeah, 1950. Watch. I'm going to get done. This thing breaks 1950. I'll get done at 1974. Watch. With my one share, just goofing around. Watch. Come on, break 1950. If there was more time left in the day, I'd actually maybe would have been looking at this, because 1750 generally gets you to 20. So now that you're at 1950 at the close, APRE. Put this one on the list for tomorrow. Especially if it doesn't break 1950 and the gap this down and tomorrow it breaks 1950, I can't imagine it not getting into the 20s. Let's give it up for that overstock trade. Damn, that's a winner. So here, if this breaks 1950, you got 12 minutes left. You should have an offer out at 1974. Let's see if it happens. I'm surprised it didn't break 1950 yet. Here it goes. Here, 50. Sit of it. Done. Never have a losing trade on YouTube. APRE 1939 to 1974. That was me just right there. Come on. And I'm still flawless. Now I should take my 3 cents on overstock so I could say I'm at 100%. See that? I just found a trade for you out of nowhere. IPOs. They generally, if they get through 1750, they normally close at around 20 bucks. You got 11 minutes. Came out of that consolidation at 19. That's why if you're going to trade illiquid psychopathic stocks like this, you got to have an offer out as soon as you buy the stock. So if you were buying 1935 and 1940, offer out 1975. Look how 75, 20. Give me 20. Going to print 20. It's going to print 20. It's got to print 20. It's going to print it. 1750 gets you 20. I did this in the seminar. 1975. 70 on the bid. Let's see if they don't print 20. This will be a decent setup for tomorrow. Just like if they wouldn't have printed 1950 today, that would have been an entry for tomorrow. I just spent an hour and a half watching Overstock do nothing. This stock just ripped $1 in 13 seconds. It's amazing what choices you make. I get out of my, what was it, in the Tilray. So much for that rally into the close also. Yeah, I'm in the overstock. No, I thought once it pulled back to the once it got back above the multi-day at 1026, it spiked up to 1040. And then when it pulled back to 1026, I was like, all right, let me try it again with 2-cent risk. So I've been in it basically since 250. Yeah. But, obviously not doing anything at all. But I might get my dime out of it. But yeah, just terrible. Bad choice. But whatever this is, APRE, that was exciting. But now you know how thin it is. So what they did to the bid, they dropped the bid by $1 there for a second, only to come back and then break the high today and rip to the next whole number. So let me put this on our watch list right under Beyond Meat. APRE. Now you are officially on watch, baby. Uh-oh, 33 bid on overstock. Look out. Come on. 9 minutes, kids. 9 minutes. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. I'm on cash, ready to rock. Brian Shannon's coming in. Anne Marie trades. She's fantastic also. Probably have her on. We'll get Zach next week or so, or 2 weeks after that. We'll get some guests going. These next 4 months are going to be vital. Vital. 35 bid. Come on. I'm not selling this unless I get 1049. Oh, Jebediah. 1994 just traded on the APRE. That's going to be a winner tomorrow. I'm telling you. You want to see this thing gap down tomorrow, big time. It's going to be a winner. If it doesn't break 20 today, you got 8 minutes. Yeah, you want to see over. Now, if my magic powers work right now, watch. I'm going to throw an offer in the dark pool on overstock. If you see a print at 1036, that's me in the dark pool, hiding my orders. The next print will be me. And if I get done, usually that'll make it move even more. Come on. Come on, girl. Obi-Wan, I'm in this one to you from the when you mentioned it. I saw what you were seeing. I saw what you were seeing. Obi-Wan tells me you need passage to the Alderaan system. Just sold some overstock. Fast enough for you, old man. It's the one that made the Kessel run in nearly 4 parsecs. Fast ship. Well, I sold some of the overstock. Come on. Running out of time. There's your little rippage into the close. Smart money, get back into the stocks. I'd love to see this market gap down tomorrow. Oh, yeah, you got out at 1038? You stud. Nice. That was a good look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times couldn't break the multi-day. I just stuck around. I figured we were going to go to 1050, maybe possibly go where no man has gone before. What? Hey, if anybody's in Rhode Island, I'm going to Rhode Island Comic Con. You guys want to geek out with me November 2nd. Oh, there's your 20. There's your 20. 1750 got you 20. And if it breaks 20, not that I would suggest anybody does this until the end of the second club, but look at that. There's no offer on the stock now. It's 1981 basically by 2080 right now. You got 20 prints, 20 and a half printed. Well, there goes our money for tomorrow. I was hoping it wouldn't break 20. Oh, well, 20 on the bid now. I mean, no, it would be sick. You got 5 minutes left. Imagine this thing rips to 22.50. Look at the money coming into the market right now. Oh, the shorts are in trouble. Not me. I'm out. Right in your face. Right into the close. Can't stay short. Damn. Right in your fotch. Did you see what this APRE just did? Come on. That's our dollar. That was our day maker tomorrow. Damn. Imagine this thing. You got 4 minutes. Watch it going to go to 22.50 right now. Breaking my heart. Dow 50 thou. Guys, I'm out of the imminent crash camp. I mean, I covered today. So this is why. This is a massive, massive day. Massive. Pivot points, VIX collapsing, IPOs put bottoms in, weed put the bottom in, Overstock might have put the bottom in. Come on. I want my extra dime. I got 3 minutes. Come on. How about that APRE? I should have taken that trade a little bit more serious. 38 bid. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come to Papa. I want to sell at 49. I want to sell at the high of the day. Here we go. Come on. 38 bid. 40's a trading. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Put it on the bid. Got to get 41 on the bid now. Maybe it'll trigger some more, little bit more buying into the close. All that to make $100. $40, really. UVXY collapsing into the close. Oh, the coast is clear. The bull market just started again. You're right. You were bearish for a week. You got it right. Once you go past a week, I mean, surprised the bearishness actually lasted an entire week, right? Oh, wait, it didn't make it a week. Wait, we got Thursday. Friday. Was it Friday we sold off? So Friday, Monday, they tried to fool us. Tuesday, went. So basically, congratulations, you made it through the bear market of 2019 again. This time it lasted for 4 days. Look at the buying. Look at the buying into the close. The frenzy. It's a frenzy. This stock will be at 22.50 tomorrow now that it broke 21. APRE. You heard it here. 22.50 tomorrow, possibly 25. Hopefully it doesn't break 21 right now because that'll be a trigger for tomorrow also. Come on, hold it. Save some for tomorrow. You got 30 seconds offering out the rest of the overstock. Guess I'm not going to get my extra dime out of it. And sold overstock. Guess what? Wasn't a loss. Wasn't a loss. Sang Luch! Wasn't a loss. I'm still flawless on YouTube, guys. Flawless. APRE and overstock while we're sitting here. I know overstock wasn't anything super, but got my 12 cents out of it. Boom! Crazy time. But really, this rally into the close, baby. Look at that move. Wow. Awesome. Now that, my friends, is a pivot. Yeah. 257.20. We almost got to my exact target on the diamonds today. I didn't even tell you that part of the story, right? Do you realize that my computer and the power in my town went out while the market was getting hammered? So I couldn't add to anything. Usually when that happens, when's the last time your system went down and you were up more money when it came back on? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take that as a sign. Let's get the hell out of this market. And nice trade. Because that never happens. Ever. Usually you're in the middle of some fucking shit and your shit goes down and it all hell breaks loose. So lucky, good, whatever you want to call it. But one thing's for sure. Oh, hang on a second. One thing's for sure. I made myself publicly bearish in front of a large crowd of people with a target. Went there 4 days later. So my imminent crash, if you want to call 1,000 points a crash, call it what you will. Nice trade. And just make sure I'm out of everything. No overstock overnights, no weird biotech IPOs. And this market probably will now rally for the next 5 or 6 days, because that's generally what we do. Trapped enough shorts today who didn't cover at those lows. Now they're scrambling and they'll be looking to cover tomorrow. So that's it, my friends. Did you hang on to Bed Bath and Beyond? Is there anything coming out tonight that I should be aware of? We can hang out, talk about something before I finally go eat. Is that the Sanlucci? I've been 170. We were talking about this before. I've been 175 pounds for at least, got to be 15 years now, maybe 20. Stress, frustration, anger keeps you thin. Unless you have an eating disorder and stress makes you want to eat. I just don't. I don't eat. Look at this rally right into the close in your face. Ooh. Man, the UVXY just controls the entire market. Really does. Cool. All right. Well, right. And again, as bearish as I am, I'm not psychotic anymore. I will not fight this market. I'm happy that worked out. I wish, again, I wish I was around Monday and Tuesday. I might have added to the position, but, I had the trip and the Jewish holidays, really wasn't really focused. Yesterday I came in freaking loosey-goosey, just trading like an idiot. And here we are today, flat and ready to rock. So y'all, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Thanks for stopping in. YouTube, thanks. I'll see you guys in the room tomorrow. We'll go over some earnings. Let's see. Before I go, and make sure there's nothing specific we could talk about. I don't think there is any much details there. Oh, look, wait a second. I got filled. Oh, what do you know? I do have a position. 2 calls on the diamond. Look at that. I actually got done. Hey, what do you know? That's a nice trade. I didn't think that order got done. Well, guess what? I'm long the diamonds inadvertently. I tried to play that bounce when I didn't even know this order went in. Cool. Oh wait, I have 2 minutes to sell this. These stay open for 15 minutes, right? Hang on a second. Let me get out of this stuff. Why even stick around? Let me take some profits here. I'm up $1.29. Cool. Hang on a second. Let's go $3. buy, sell on at 3. Oh. $2.99. How about $3? Done. Out. It's a free gift. Rock and roll. Now I'm flat. Cool. I had 2 contracts. Now I'm officially out of the market. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, Diamond and UVXY and QQQs and all those options stay open for 15 minutes after the close. That's why sometimes when you got some real volatile days, Friday close with UVXY, you'll get this crazy tankage where you can buy some nickel and dime options and make 5-10 times your money right into the close. So, all right, tomorrow, fresh as a daisy. I'm not gonna smoke weed tonight. I'm gonna try to I'm trying to schedule. Going back to, I'm gonna be a what's it called, an event smoker. If it's an event, meanwhile I'll make up an event every night. But my next event will be the Jets Cowboys game, which you're gonna have to be high for that to sit through that destruction. And then Post Malone on the 15th. So I'll probably hang out. Let me see, 12 days. Think I can make it? It's just 12 freaking days. I haven't gone 12 days in probably a couple of years. All right, on that note, let me just check the earnings reports and then we'll get the hell out of here. But yeah, I mean, with that overstock, you saw it right. That's a big part of, this trade. You got the multi-day VWAP break. You got the 1 minute. You got through the multi-day. It just really didn't have too much follow through. Oh, stop the presses, Costco. I'll say down. I'll take the opposite. I'll take the bear side to that trade. Costco coming out in what, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, or is it out yet? I'll say down. Oh, cool. We can watch this live. All right, let's hang out. I'll say Costco we get down to, that's not bearish enough. Let's go. No. Well, it's actually had a decent sell-off already. 3 months. I'll say 281.15. How's that for an exact print? I'm not betting on it or anything. I'm on the bear side of every trade right now. If I had to pick a side for any report that comes out, I'm going to say you're going to go down first, and then you could probably, just like Bed Bath and Beyond, you'll find a better trade in the middle of it. So, Mike, you and I got to talk. Jackie, I know you're sticking around. Jake, I forget which Jake you are. We've had like 9 Jakes in here. Good to see you still survived. I think you're the only Jake that's still around. My man on the internet, and obviously my other pal that signed up today. And if somebody calls you, oh, that's actually a good point. Hey. Wow, actually somebody got back to me with a very long-worded email. I have to read this thing. See, appreciate that. At least get back to me. Tell me what your thoughts are. So if this Costco breaks down from here, you really got nothing to hold it up till about 281. I'll say 281 on a spike down right here. And maybe we'll think about buying it if it hovers around 281 tomorrow. Yeah, the event smoker, right? Only smoke when there's an event. But honey, there's an event on every night. Oh, I cannot believe where the weed stocks went to. All right, have a nice night.
Thanks. Get sushi for Caitlin.
All right. What's my next Uber job? I only smoke when on days that end with a Y. You know, Costco, I mean, not that I'm taking a side, but you got some decent levels where this thing could break out nicely from or break down. So that 293.50 area, that's big spot. And then obviously that 281.25 area, that's going to be huge. This thing's had a monster run. I mean, this thing's gone up, what, almost, is that 100% move? No, almost, about 80% move. It's pretty sick for a department store of food. I mean, I love Costco. But I'll definitely come back to that one tomorrow. I know the CGC. I mean, Kron, I never thought you'd see Kron under 1250 ever again. And there it is. All right, well, I don't know. Costco, is it tonight? It's got to be tonight, right? I guess they're going to wait till 4:15, I guess. I'll be back. I'm hot up in there. Any day now. By the way, you see the UVXY tanking? That is why I'd be bullish for tomorrow. It's just getting annihilated right now. So unless a tweet or a, something black swanny happens tomorrow, this pivot probably leads into a rally or just kind of like a boring flat day to consolidate this massive move. So that's a 400-point rally that could easily just be chopped around and digested all of tomorrow, making a really terrible day. So UVXY getting annihilated right now. Wow. So I'd be sticking, I'm going to probably just stick with the Bed Bath & Beyond tomorrow. I'll be looking at Costco. Obviously that IPO, that's interesting. Costco! Look at the print it just hit. I'm the fucking man. 281 and a quarter. What did I say it would hit? 281 and a quarter. There it is. He's good. That boy good. He good. Now, if it holds this 281 and a quarter area, this is gonna be nice tomorrow, actually, because I'll be looking to buy this bad boy. I'd love to see this thing back below 281, because then we could get a rally back to it. So let's see, 281's trading. Just bounced 2 points and 2 ticks. I mean, it's impossible to trade the stock in the aftermarket. Now it's going green. But 281 was hit, my friends. Actually, according to this, it went to 278.95. I didn't even see any prints under there. So let's see. If we don't stay green, we're looking at 291 as a big spot for it. Okay, this should be good. I don't really trade Costco. You know, it's a lumbering, you know, big spread psychopathic stock. You know, I never look at it even really, other than the fact that I owned it a decade ago. But let's see some significant levels. How about we ain't going there. But if we were to break down, you have major support, 268.50, massive support. That's a huge level. If this thing was actually going to tank, that is the level where, you know, you'd be wanting to buy it, if not just covering your shorts. That's if you tank. But that 281.50 is going to be huge tomorrow. And then we'll try to find one more significant level. This is significant right at this price. This 283.75 is big. And then obviously that 281. They just tried to sucker people into believing, and they just rolled it back over. So that's bearish right there. 281 held it in there like a champ. James Bond, I'm with you. You know, that's why, you know, JC over at, you know, JC Peretzi makes fun of me. I'm the only volume on the diamonds. For me, the diamonds have to move. So I'd rather trade the diamonds where the market's going up, the diamonds going up, market's going down, the market's got to go down. Plus, for me, the diamonds are, I know the S&Ps are better and more liquid, but when the UVXY tanks, the diamonds always go up. And I know the SPY works too. But I'm just saying, that's the trade I became more comfortable with. And I got UDOW. You know, UDOW is third of the price, same movement. Why not go with the one that moves? It was all right. Sex with chocolate, yeah. Diamond girl. Ooh, ah. Especially with this shirt on. Diamond girl, you make me feel. Yeah, let's put on some TK and dance it out. All right, you guys know what we're looking at tomorrow. So we got 3 off the top of my head. Bed Bath & Beyond, obviously Costco. We'll take a little gander over at that IPO. Maybe overstock in the weed sectors. But I'll tell you something. Work, cover girl. The only thing about tomorrow that I'm kind of, if I had to be cautious, is that this is a massive day. Massive. So you're going to have a battle. People are going to be battling tomorrow between the buy on dippers who got paid finally today. They might be taking profits. You got the guys that are probably still short. So you got some short covering on any pullback they might be shorting or covering. So there's going to be, I would think tomorrow is going to be a choppy mess of a day if I had to choose. But we'll just try to find a couple of individual achievement stocks, you know. But yeah, I mean, we did have a 1,000-point move down, and we pivoted right up support. You know, if I had to choose, obviously, I'm not going into tomorrow short. But yeah, I think it might be just a mess of a day. So we'll look for our specific trade. If we don't find one, maybe we have an early weekend. All right. Have a nice night, everybody. I'll see you in the morning. Liquid and loving it. Comic-Con's coming. And then I'll be dancing away to the Grateful Dead. And I finally get to meet Bill Joy in person. I can't wait. Yay. You guys know the Bill Joy story, right? I'll wait for that some other time. I'll tell you guys about Bill Joy. I'm going to meet him on the 22nd. All right, boys. Sexual chocolate. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them show the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride. All right. I'll see you guys in the morning. I'll let it run. Be safe, be healthy, and be wealthy. And that concludes another Hit the Bid Radio program. I'll see you guys in the morning.